have no idea what this is. Okay, so it's quite a mess, and it's something that is probably built up over 3 months. I tend to go through these cycles of putting anything that I don't need into this room, and then over time it just gets more and more disorganized, and then it ends up in a state like this. And towards the end of 2022, I got really tired, I got a bit overwhelmed, and I was kind of not tidying as I was going until it just built up. I don't know if you guys have seen Friends, but I feel like it's a little bit like Monica's cupboard. So I'm not very proud of the state of things in here and how I've let it get to this point, but I'm feeling really ready to do something about it, and not only to declutter it and tidy it up, but also to change how I manage this room. It is supposed to be a home office. I would like to be working in here a lot more and making use of the space. So the first thing I'm going to do is sort through each item in the room and categorize them into 6 categories: keep, donate, put into storage, sell, throw out or recycle, or digitize. Once I've decided what I'm actually going to keep in this room, the next thing to do is to work out how the room is going to be used. And in the past, I've kind of just used it as a general home office, but I want to be more specific about it. I'm thinking about the instruments that I'm using for my music therapy work, what I do when I bring them home. I need to clean them, they need to be put away, how I'm actually going to store them. I'm thinking about what I do with my paperwork, any receipts that I need to save for tax purposes. Next will be deciding if I need to acquire any storage systems. Do I need a new cabinet or a new set of shelves, storage containers? And then finally, I want to work out how I'm going to manage the room going forward, just to stay on top of things so I don't end up in this situation again. It's a lot to do, but it's time to get started. I think it's mostly of things that I don't need anymore. I've washed them and I'm definitely going to give them away, so they're going to go in the giveaway pile. And these are boxes of things that I've bought. They're going to go into the recycling. A hat that I'm going to give away, and I think this is just an empty box. This is a dress that I was going to give away. This is actually too much contrast for me, even though it's an absolutely lovely dress. It's got that beautiful hem on it. It's by Witchery. I think I'm actually going to sell this one. An old comfy cardigan. Do I keep it or get rid of it? What do you think? It'd be kind of sad to let this go. Look at my sleeves all bunched up in there. I'm going to try and revive it and see how I go. This is an old ottoman. It's actually leather. I bought it about 10 years ago and it's quite discolored on the top. But, you know, someone might get some use out of it, so I'm going to just give this one away. And that is the strap that goes with the dress. There's another part to this as well that I need to find. Okay, so I found the rest of Millie's cat things. So this is her cat tunnel, which she does absolutely love. This is the one that I found before that has this part that goes with it. I bought this for her last year in the hope that she would get into it. She doesn't like it at all. Probably just give these away. This one is a little electronic mouse that turns around. It's actually quite cool, and she does use it sometimes, so I'm going to keep this one. I might just hang on to this in case she does use it. So all of these are going into the laundry, which is where all Millie's cat things are. So my next task is to just move everything that's in the center of the room. I've got a few bits of furniture, a bunch of boxes. So I'm going to clear this whole area and create some more space in which I can work. Create a pile of things that I don't know what to do with because I have no idea what this is, but it looks important. Millie doesn't like it when I move things around in the house. She gets a little bit upset. Come on. What about a scrunched up bit of paper? Would you like that? Distracting me, Millie. But really, I just wanted an excuse to take a break. Alright, so we're going to need a place for cables, for sure. Alright, masks for work. I definitely want to keep that. And this was a new speaker that I got at the Black Friday sales. I haven't used it yet. The JBL speaker. And I haven't returned it. I don't know if I'm able to return it anymore, so I might have to use it. So this will go with my work things. I've got surgical masks and I've got N95 masks, depending on what the situation is. These can all go in the bin. Alright, this is the next corner to sort out. I've just got some empty boxes here, and that's another empty box. This is my photography bag, which is going to come back into the room once the room has been sorted. Now, this is all just rubbish and recycling. This is my old Kindle. I've got to work out if you can actually recycle this thing to find out. And scan pen box can definitely go in the bin. What's this? Okay, I'll come back for that. Oh, I have fond memories of this. I got this in Vietnam when I was with my ex-husband, and I remember getting this very clearly because we'd been on the back of a couple of motorbikes and went to this town, and we got taken to this little, I guess, artisan workshop, and I bought this candle holder, and I guess it's made out of marble or something like that. Some sort of stone or marble. Yeah, I've had it for many years, but it's time to let it go. It really isn't my taste anymore. So, yeah, but happy memories for that. I'm just going to give it away. I don't want to sell it. We all have dark corners of our lives that we want to keep hidden. Messy habits, aspects of our personality, experiences in our past, unhealthy thoughts. Things that we are ashamed of that we don't want others to see or judge us for. Shame keeps those things hidden, and in doing so can keep us isolated and trapped in negative patterns. Shame is not something we are born with, We learn it as we experience the world or observe the attitudes and responses of those around us. In filming for this channel, I have shown you many aspects of my life, my home, my past, both failures and successes. I've showed you just about every room in my home, except for this one. I've kept the door firmly closed to my camera and any visitors to my home, but now it's time to shine a light on this room. I deal with severe fatigue as part of a chronic health condition. Sometimes when I come home, I don't have the energy to put things away properly, to dispose of wrapping and boxes and purchases or rehome items that I no longer need or repair items that are broken. So I end up putting them in this room and closing the door. While I'm working on improving my health and energy, this issue is not going to go away anytime soon. I'll still have days when I feel overwhelmed and exhausted and are unable to complete tasks. But maybe there is a better way to handle those tough days. In 2023, I've set some intentions which I hope will help me to find better ways to cope when life gets hard. These are my old couch covers, and they probably do need to be cleaned. So I'm going to put them in the laundry so that they can be washed over the summer, and then I can decide whether I'm going to keep them as a spare or maybe just give them away. These CDs mean a lot to me. Oh look, Lionel Richie. That's my favorite Lionel Richie album. It's actually a compilation. And more CDs here. And this is like all stationery and junk like that. Christmas cards and birthday cards. More of that kind of thing. Wrapping paper. And more wrapping paper. I'm just going to work out what I'm going to keep out of all of this stuff. Pretty worn out already. Tissue paper is useful. This is an old backstage pass for Youth Alive concert that I probably would have been involved in, or I don't know, gotten in somehow. This is going to go in my digitizing pile, all these old cards. Beautiful. Christmas cards can go there. And regular cards can go here. Party supplies. And balloons. So I've got all my old diaries in here and greeting cards. They're for digitizing, so they can go in the digitizing box. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my nostalgia items in here as well for storage. Okay, so let's get these cushions down. They're going to be given away, I think. Everything being topsy-turvy in the house has made her really stressed, and she's wandering around the house and just mooing. It's very upsetting for her. I've tried to clean up the bedroom so it's nice and tidy, but she seems bent on getting up there. And she's now on the top of the kitchen cupboards, which is where she goes when she gets a bit wound up. So I hope she calms down, because things are going to be a mess for a little while. And this is a kalimba. So where's this little baby gonna go? Maybe I can get these baskets up here too. Is there space for them? Probably. Yes. Perfect. Well, I hope you'll agree that it's looking absolutely amazing in here now. I think it's pretty well organized, but there are some things that I haven't found any space for yet. I'm going to give myself a pass for today and put those at the end of the kitchen. I've got a bit of space there. It's not ideal, but it will give me a little bit of time to sort out what to do with them. The other thing that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet is the electronic and sound equipment and cords. So I have some lighting gear, I have a bunch of leads, I have my camera bag, and yeah, bits and pieces that I'm not sure how I'm going to store them. I'll probably need to get some sort of storage system or container for them. On the desk here, I've got a tray for action items that I need to do, and this tray down here is receipts that I need to process at the end of the month. I've got my printer here, and I do use that quite regularly. The other thing as well is I've decided to hang on to the tall boy for now. I've sorted out all the drawers as you've seen. The top 2 drawers have the CDs in them, and I'm just not sure what to do with those yet. I would love to digitize them and keep them. I'm not sure what the laws are around doing that, so for now I'll just keep them in there, and it might be that I just have to keep them in CD format and store them in some way. So once again, I'll need some sort of storage container for that. But I'm really pleased with how today has turned out. As part of this task today, I wanted to decide how I'm going to use my home office in the future. I plan to use it for cleaning and storing my musical instruments, for planning my client sessions, for invoicing and bookkeeping, for practicing my piano keyboard, which I've now set up, for storing my camera and my lighting gear, and all those other leads and things that I need. As a staging area for handling parcels that arrive and any returns that I need to send back for purchases, and for ad hoc storage. For ongoing management of this room, I've decided to keep it really simple. It makes sense just to do the tidying, sorting, and cleaning as part of my weekly chores for the rest of the house. And hopefully I'll be able to keep up with it a little bit better. So thank you so much for joining me today for my home office declutter and reset. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.